I don't know if people are going to factor in the loss of Tyron Smith enough into their expectations for the Dallas Cowboys this upcoming season, but let me assure you, it is absolutely massive. We'll talk about the splits momentarily, but first, we don't even know what they're going to do at the offensive line. They lost La'el Collins in the offseason. They've moved some players around on the offensive line to begin with. This line, in our estimation, was going to be weaker than what it was in 2021. But now it's going to be significantly weaker. And yes, they did draft a future left tackle, but he's been doing camp all season thus far at left guard, not left tackle. So I'm not sure if they know what they're going to do yet, but bottom line is it's not going to look as good. And let me share with you some splits with and without Tyron Smith on the field. Dak Prescott, man coverage, last 2 seasons, plus 0.11 EPA per attempt and 7.6 yards per attempt when Tyron Smith is on the field. When Tyron Smith is off the field, that drops to negative 0.1 EPA per attempt and 6.2 yards per attempt. That's a big, big change against man coverage. He's going to suffer against man coverage. Against blitzes, it's the same thing. He does much worse against blitzes when Smith isn't there, only natural, and he gets pressured more frequently. On first downs, the difference is glaring. And I'm not going to get into all the different EPA numbers, but what I will tell you is this. They have the equivalent ranking over the last 3 years with Smith on first down passes. With Smith on the field, they have the number 9 most efficient pass offense. With Smith off the field, that drops all the way down to number 30. Okay, now let's talk about the running backs. And when we talk about running backs, you want to focus on early down running back carries in the first 3 quarters of games where the run plays are a little bit less predictable. We know we're not running on 3rd down in the 4th quarter or obvious run situations. Let's talk about early down runs in the first 3 quarters of games. With Smith on the field, over the last 3 years, this run game, these backs are averaging minus 0.03 EPA per carry. That is the equivalent of the number 1 most efficient rushing attack in the NFL. With Smith off the field, minus 0.23 EPA per carry. That is number 31. They move from number 1 to number 31. You almost can't move larger than that with Smith on versus off the field. This is a massive, massive injury for the Dallas Cowboys.